Okay, this is going to be my third and final, probably final look at M3 Studios' Great General of Darkness. And I have him next to the um, Sky X Mazenkaiser, and you can see that it is wildly out of scale. Mazenkaiser should be around the same height as the Great General of Darkness. And although the Blitzway one is going to be supposedly larger, it still won't be anywhere near the size of the Great General of Darkness, the M3 Studios version. Um, the biggest issue with this was trying to figure out where to put the darn thing because it's so big. It cannot fit in any of my cabinets, not even close. So I cleared off this. This is in my office. Cleared this area off. I had my DS and 3DS games on here and put him on here. He stands very solidly, but if the figure were to fall, I don't know. I'd have to be an earthquake, but we don't, or somebody really would have to bump this. And yeah, I'm sure it would do some real damage. Um, and speaking of damage, so it uses a brace. Probably not necessary because it stands very solidly without the brace. But when I picked this up to bring it upstairs, the brace kind of stuck in there a bit, like the glue, not the glue, the paint had kind of stuck in a bit, and then it fell off. And unfortunately, I had the sword on the floor, and it kind of scuffed it. Now, most of it I got off. I'm still working on it with just some water in my thumb, just to try and rub it off. And it has been really hard to get off. Unfortunately, I also noticed this scuff up here, which you could see, which is assuredly from lifting the arm up and it rubbing against his shoulder armor. And that's really annoying. I also noticed in here a scratch, um, which I don't remember scratching it unless one of my daughters scratched it when I had in the basement, but I doubt it. It could have been out of the box, but what I will say is I think that this figure can pretty easily be damaged. So if you get it, be super careful. The the horns up here will swivel, and I was kind of swiveling them and did a little scuffing on the paint. Now you can't really see it because it's it's really hard to see where it's scuffed. So I'm not that worried about it. We got some marks in here, and I don't know if that's from rubbing against the hand or what. But I mean, when this thing came, like the Shogun Warriors, they just are in a box about the same size as the figure. A little bit. I mean, obviously it has to be bigger, but this came in a huge box with a lot of foam and everything, very well protected. But man, it is prone to damage, and so there's some. This was a $450 figure, and so you've got some of the paint here up in here. So it's very dramatic, but man, I mean, I'm really on the fence whether I regret getting this. The light up features had stopped working. Then I was trying them out yesterday and they were working again, and now they're not working again. So basically, you have to lift the head off. There's a button in there. You press the button, the eyes light up, but every time I release the button, the eyes shut off. So another disappointing thing. And I was sure at some point, since there's no way to get in there for batteries or anything, I figured, well, it's going to go eventually, but I didn't expect it to go after about 2 days. I'll probably set this up as it is shows in the picture with the hand out a little bit and then the sword propped up. And I'll put some kind of something soft under here so the tip isn't against wood, and then kind of wrap the chain around. But it's I don't know where you can get this figure from. I waited 4 years for it, but like I said, it is easily damageable, or at least scuffed. The paint on it. This is not. It's not that the paint is scuffed off. It's that the paint from up here is on it. Like this. I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. I mean, I don't think that it's this purple paint rubbed off. Otherwise, there's no fixing it. But I'm hoping I can try and fix it. But I mean, if it's the purple paint that's rubbed off, then yeah, that's unfixable. But I think it's probably this stuff on it. So, like, I'm looking up at this thing. This thing is really, 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 really big. Very impressive, but it's a lot of money. And the lowest I'm seeing it now on all the ones that are sold out is 500. So that's my final look at M3 Studios Great General of Darkness.